This is an introduction to Adnuntius Marketplace. We solve two challenges in programmatic advertising: the cost of advertising and the problem of disappearing data. Programmatic advertising is great for many things like scalability, but one of the problems involves cost. The ISBA released a report in May 2020 showing that half of advertisers' money are spent on other things than actual media buying. And perhaps equally important, 15% of the money is lost without a trace. The reason? Between any buyer and seller, there are so many systems involved that events are lost in the numerous transactions, and each player will eat a small part of the total ad spending. It is safe to say that programmatic advertising has a problem with cost and transparency. But let's say that programmatic would still be best for the advertiser. Senior ad buyers all over the world state use of data in targeting as the biggest benefit of programmatic. And if you can avoid showing traffic to irrelevant users, then you can still end up with a net benefit. However, this is about to disappear. Third-party data, which has been the fundament for targeting, has already disappeared from Safari and Firefox and will be gone after Chrome phases out third-party cookies in 2022. Now ask yourself, once third-party data is gone to provide targeting at scale, who will accept paying 50% of their ad budgets to intermediaries rather than media spending? We are about to see a big shift in how digital advertising is traded. Adnuntius delivers private marketplace software to agencies, ad networks, and publishers. Marketplace enables buyers and sellers to connect directly and keep buying automatically, while regaining 100% transparency and reducing cost by at least 80% compared to programmatic advertising. You can easily connect to publishing inventory using header bidding, JavaScript, or other connection methods. This is an example marketplace. Here, 18 publishers are connected to one ad network's account, sending traffic through Prebid or JavaScript. Publishers will have access to manage their own inventory just as they can do with an SSP. They can set floor prices, determine the formats that should be made available, and keep track of revenue. Buyers can manage advertisers, orders, and campaigns. Campaigns can be created with usual information: start and end dates, objectives such as impressions, clicks, or viewable impressions, and bid prices. I can set a range of targeting criteria, including ad unit targeting, where campaigns can be targeted down to the individual placement level, or aggregated to sites or categories of content. I can target by context, which means matching the ad to the topic of the page. Other targeting examples include device targeting, geo-targeting, and segment targeting, which we will touch on later. All reporting is real-time, and metrics like viewability is measured out of the box with no added cost. You can also see performance metrics on every single ad unit, so that you can, for instance, exclude ad units with less than, say, 75% viewability. Whenever you add creative material, you choose between so-called layouts, and just follow the instructions of the system. A layout determines the format, design, or look and feel of your creative, and Adnuntius makes it easy to build a network of, for instance, native ads, breakouts, parallax, or any other format. As a publisher, you can offer a truly unique marketplace of products, while as an agency or ad network, you can build a unique portfolio together with your publishing partners. In either case, no custom coding on the site is needed. You can also raise the bar regarding your reporting metrics. Adnuntius lets you define custom events that can be created to measure numbers, time, or money, so that you can easily introduce new report metrics, such as, for instance, the number of seconds that any user interacted with an ad. You can use the custom event in a CPA campaign, or you can add it to a layout to turn the event into a standard reporting metric on all your campaigns. Now you have a simple way to provide better insight to your customers than anyone else, and that will come in handy as buyers can no longer rely on third-party data and will need better quality measurement from the ad you deliver. So far, we have covered the supply-side part of the platform, where publishers can make their traffic available, and the demand-side part, where buyers can buy that traffic. Please note that once your supply is available, you can also make the traffic available to small businesses through a white-label self-service portal where advertisers can buy traffic in a simplified manner. They can create their own account, design campaigns, and pay online, while you have full control over the creative material uploaded through an effective approval process. Now let's see how you can integrate a data marketplace as well. When targeting a campaign, you may remember that you can select segment targeting. If you have a DMP, you can connect that DMP to Adnuntius. But let's say you're looking for new technology. Adnuntius data lets both buyers and publishers easily upload their demographic or behavioral data and create segments. In this example, I apply the segment called Adult Food Lovers whenever a user has stated, for instance, through registration that he is 40 years or more and has visited the publishing website aperitif.no. Let's say that an advertiser wants to buy a campaign targeted to users interested in food and wine and uses this segment when advertising on aperitif.no. That's easy, because if the data is collected from Aperitif and used on Aperitif, then that's all first-party data, which is allowed by the browsers. Publishers' first-party data will likely increase in value now that buyers can no longer use their data, and Adnuntius makes publisher first-party data easy to collect and activate. You no longer need to spend time setting up deal IDs one by one to make each publishing segment available. Now you can build a powerful data marketplace fully integrated with an advertising marketplace. Now for a harder use case. A real estate agent decides to add users to the segment Real Estate Hunters when they visit the domain norvik.no. If they want to enable this segment in a campaign on aperitif.no, that is no longer possible with cookies, since this is by definition third-party data. However, we see a trend where publishers and marketers are increasingly getting their users to register with a phone number or email address. Assuming in this example that the real estate agent and aperitif.no do this, we can use that information to re-enable cross-domain user identification and data sharing, and therefore reintroduce the retargeting campaign. In this demonstration, we have shown you how publishers can make their inventory available in an SSP, how buyers can cost-effectively and transparently buy that inventory with a DSP, how you can make that inventory available to small buyers as well, and how you can build a data repository based on publishers' and advertisers' data. And most importantly, with this setup, you will reduce the cost of advertising by at least 80%, regain 100% transparency where no money is lost, and activate the data even though third-party data becomes history. To find out more, click the button to ask us for a demo.